Right then, it's been a very busy Auntie M chat so far. Now I'm joined by my other guest, an expert in homeopathy, Susan Mallard.
Hello, everyone.
Now, I'm very clued up about alternative health, Susan, but for any homeopathy virgins out there, what's it all about?
Well, it's a natural medicine used by over 200 million people globally for chronic conditions. One of the Beatles is a huge fan. I can't tell you which one, though. If I did, I'd have to live and let die.
Well, what do you think of the show so far, Susan?
Oh, it's fabulous. I could listen to Emma all day going on and on and on.
Ah, thanks, Sue.
Though when you were talking about anxiety, I was itching to jump in because you can't beat aconite for panic disorders. Also known as wolf's bane, it has very strong healing properties.
Oh, really? I must have missed that in the Lancet.
Well, let's get both of your opinions on our next question. Lenka's under stress at work due to a personality clash with a colleague. You guys used to work together, didn't you?
Don't remind me.
And we were housemates.
Actually, I was her landlady.
It was like the Bates Motel.
Lenka's also struggling sleeping. What would you suggest, Doc?
Well, homeopathy can really help with that. Insomnia is probably the #1 issue I get asked about by patients.
Patience?
What would you recommend, Susan?
Nux vomica. It's an extract from the strychnine tree. Check my website for more info.
Yes, well, that'll certainly help with your insomnia. I mean, you'd never wake up.
It's very diluted. It's also good for people who abuse coffee and tea.
Speaking of dilution, why don't you tell us about the memory of water? I mean, I'm sure Tammy's listeners would be fascinated.
The memory of water.
Yes. Don't you know, Sue? Apparently that's how homeopathy works. You see, water holds the memory of anything that's been dissolved into it, even if it's been diluted to the point where nothing of the original substance is left. It's like magic.
There's plenty of studies to support that idea.
Well, I hope they've been clinically ratified, because if they haven't, then to quote them here would be extremely misleading. Oh. Well, we'll take that as a no, then.
Didn't take long for the gloves to come off, did it, as per?
Just doing my ethical duty, exposing untruths and barefaced lies.
Guys, why don't we take a breather? Here's our song of the week, then we'll be right back.
There are no studies because the whole thing is complete BS. It's nothing more than a placebo.
It's been successfully used on babies and animals, so how can it be a placebo?
Animals? You might as well get Sooty to wave his magic wand. Do you know, no wonder your husband ran off with his bit on the side, having to listen to you prattling on.
Well, thank you for reminding me of a very difficult time in my life, and for your information, I am very happy being single, thank you.
Yeah, right, of course you are. Didn't they run off to Vegas? That's right. And wasn't that somewhere that you'd always dreamt of going? Oh, turn on the waterworks, notch up another nervous breakdown. Never work with children, animals or homeopaths.